Hey, what is up, guys? Today we are going to be watching a YouTube video uploaded by TLC, and the name of this video is Extreme Exercising. And this is a subject that I feel like I'm uniquely qualified to speak on. And I'm not saying that to brag or anything, but I am a certified personal trainer. I have had clients before, so this is something that as soon as I came across it, I knew I wanted to make a video on it. But without further ado, let's get right into it.
I start in the morning, I train as long as I do, and I never get enough. Came out and into this world setting records. I was the biggest baby in the hospital to the #1 student in my high school. You name it, I do it to the max.
Okay, that short clip already says everything we're gonna need to know about this video. Like 6 days a week, that is a lot, but it's not too crazy. But it's immediately apparent that we're dealing with someone who has quite a inflated opinion of themselves. So,
This is just the morning lineup. I take my morning shot of HGH, which is human growth hormone. This is all prescribed through the doctor. It's to maintain lean body.
okay, so don't want to pause it again too many times, but I can almost guarantee the supplements they were talking about earlier were other forms of steroids. The only reason they listed HGH, that is a PAD, it is a performance enhancing drug, is because it's prescribed from a doctor, and the supplements was to probably keep them out of legal trouble. Because as far as I know, it is illegal to use steroids or have possession of steroids in the US, which I assume this is filmed in. And you don't get
Mass while burning body
this
fat.
kind of, where was it? You don't get this kind of vascularity in your shoulders and chest without taking some other kind, more androgenic steroids. This is not just human growth hormone. And you can tell by more than just that. It's also the sound of
In the
her
morning, I
voice as
train
well.
as long as I do. I went back to Muscle Beach.
I'm going to say something, and I'm hoping that you guys don't cancel me for saying this. But does this look like a woman, or does this look like a guy that's wearing a wig? I'm not saying that to shame her in any way, because if this is how she's comfortable and confident, that to each their own. I'm strictly saying that from observational standpoint. So do with that what you will.
To do a photo shoot with hair, makeup, tan. I'm like, what the heck? I might as well compete in it. The promoter had asked me 2 days prior, so I'm like, all right. Won the heavyweight 2 days prior. My yeah. And of course, I got first place in heavyweight, first place in masters, and then I won the overall championship. I am a
So if you heard that correctly, she just said she didn't plan on competing in this bodybuilding show, despite the fact that she entered into 3 different classes and won all of them. And I'm someone who has watched bodybuilding shows. I've had my finger on the pulse of the industry. I myself have even looked into entering into competitions. You don't just accidentally enter a competition. Most of these you have to enter in months in advance. So
economy because
that's just
I'm a
not
girl,
truthful.
but I look strong, so I have male characteristics. I actually had a nodule on my vocal cords. It's benign. It may have enlarged from growth hormone. I don't know. People just say, "Oh, she's a big steroid freak." I don't care what people say. I like my voice. It's part of me. I think it's very sexy, and so do a lot of people that like me.
Again, Adam's apple may have enlarged from growth hormone. Just be honest. Like, I understand for legal reasons she's not going to come out with the laundry list of supplements she's on, but it's not just growth hormone.
Addiction or not, I cannot. These obsessions of mine have not been easy for me as far as my personal life. I mean, I'll be the first to admit it has suffered. I have waived being a mother, so I don't have children. I have waived being a wife. I don't have a husband. Personal relationships are hard to keep.
Okay, I'm going to pause the video there again. Who would have knew? Like, who would have guessed that working out for the duration of what is equivalent to a full-time job weekly, in addition to having a drug addiction, because this is what this is. This is a drug addiction. Who would have guessed that this would have effects on your personal life? And I'm going to put this bluntly because there's really no other way to put it. She is very likely infertile. The steroid abuse has, I would be willing to bet that it has led to fertility problems.
Going to see a psychologist for the first.
This isn't even hating. It's an awesome jacket. That's just that's just an awesome jacket. I'm not hating. I'm being so serious.
Time to discuss my
Yeah.
addictions and certainly why I'm so addicted to bodybuilding. I'm a little anxious about it. I've never done this before.
Are there days when you think, oh, I'm tired today?
People are worried that I don't rest or I don't relax. You know, I make a joke that I missed that day in school when they taught the word moderation.
So it's a little out of balance where it could become excessive to the point where it could impair your relationships
She did not answer the question at all. There's no answer in that
or
statement she just made.
functioning or other areas of your life.
People that are concerned about me, that I'm sacrificed my personal life because I'm so driven. I wear everybody out. Everybody around me in my inner circle is exhausted.
Notice how both times when were directed at her, she said people. She's not taking any accountability, and I can almost guarantee that when she leaves this session today, that nothing's gonna change. She's gonna fall right back into her old habits because she isn't even admitting that they're problems. So just keep that in mind.
Space.
So there's no really satiation level where you go, where you want to achieve here, you go, and then, oh, no, now I need to be here.
Because I pick things, doctor, that are so difficult. I guess there is no cap now.
With Lauren, her ability or her desire to achieve and overachieve sometimes can be indication that it's never going to be good enough. And that's where addiction can then take over and her life will become unmanageable. Some people have the misperception that if I slow down, then I won't be as powerful.
Let me
With
rewind it here.
Lauren, her ability enough, and that's where addiction can then take over.
I'm gonna let this image just sit with you guys because it's burned into my brain and I want it to be burned into yours as well. But seriously though, her biceps are, I wish I had arms like that. Those are insane. Look at that vein.
People have the misperception that if I slow down, then I won't be as powerful or I won't be as successful. And the opposite of that is true because the more calm you are, the more effective you will be. And
That's true. I prove that. When I sleep and I get
yes,
I come back that much stronger.
yeah, we have to have sleep. And that's where
No, I
you're,
know better.
of
Trust me, I know.
course. And I always say that 8-8-8 rule, where 8 hours for work, 8 hours for Lauren, and 8 hours for sleep. If we can divide the 24
I like
hours,
that.
that's kind of how we're going to be most successful. That's the ideal balance. And just reflecting upon the day, clearing your mind, the 4 counts in through the nose, 4 counts out through the mouth. You can just
That feels
feel
good.
the body. Yes, relax and to quiet the mind because if the mind is quieted, the body will follow. My advice for Lauren is pursue health, wellness, balance in a different way from an emotional perspective, to be aware of the addictive tendencies. Because if she's not aware of that,
That's so weird. Like this is, I think this has got to be staged because who's getting up and hugging their psychologist? And contrarily, what psychologist is hugging their patient? This is an extreme overreach on boundaries. Like that's just very unprofessional. If this is real, that is just very unprofessional.
increase
Okay, so after this, they start with the next guy who is a cyclist and is addicted to cycling, but I'm not going to get into that yet. I might do a video on that later, but for now, I'm gonna leave this one at here. And a few exit notes I'd like to have. This kind of stuff is truly an addiction. It is bad. It is no better than an alcohol abuse or drug addictions. Because well, one, it is a drug addiction, and two, people have this flawed view on people who are addicted to exercise or maybe to improving their own self-image. Like right now, there's a real looks maxing craze where people are just taking whatever measures necessary to improve their looks, and it is very unhealthy because it is never going to be enough. And this is a trap I've fallen into myself. Just go take a look at my Instagram. I'll plug it here. I've fallen into this trap before, and it is an unhealthy place to be. And people don't see it as unhealthy because you're making an effort to better yourself. And if you need any further examples, just look at Clavicular. Like he is probably the biggest clown on the internet right now, but he summarizes this kind of mindset perfectly. And that is really all I have to say for this video. I'm going to end it here, hoping to keep it shorter. But if you like the video, please leave a like, subscribe. Well, I tried to finish my statement, but I just could not complete a sentence. So I'm going to end the video. That's all I have to say, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.